Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video you'll get some exclusive behind the scenes insights into my performances at the Cycling Tour of Turkiye. And you'll find out why I almost had to cancel my last performance at the famous Sultanahmet in Istanbul. This video is part 2 of my journey, so make sure to watch part 1 first. But now enjoy part 2. After my show in Marmaris, we drove to Bodrum and spent the night in a hotel by the sea. So in the morning, I took a dip in the crystal clear water of the Mediterranean Sea before we headed to the location of today's performance. I am in Bodrum, which is the finish of the 5th stage of the Cycling Tour of Turkiye. So as you can see here, this is the finish line, so therefore this also means that this here is the street where I will perform right before the cyclists will end the 5th stage. I chose a part of the street with the smoothest and most even surface for practice. There was a cafe on the side of the street and I received applause from the cafe's visitors as I practiced my tricks. More and more people gathered along the fence, capturing my performance on their smartphones. As more people arrived, just minutes after my rehearsal, I returned to the street to do my performance. Once again, with many people filming. Shortly after that, the cyclists finished the stage, and at the award ceremony, I had the chance to witness something interesting. Right behind of the fence, a bike was parked, and I noticed that the rider had a sticker with the stage course on his handlebar. Did you know about this? Let me know in the comments. In the evening, our driver took us to Selcuk, where the next morning I had the last opportunity to swim in the sea. Since I didn't have a show that day, we visited the ancient city of Ephesus, which was incredibly interesting and impressive. From Ephesus, we headed to the finish line, which was only a few meters away from the house of the Virgin Mary, where she lived and passed away. We watched the riders finish the 6th stage, and after the award ceremony, we had the chance to enjoy a stunning view from the top of a crane before driving to Izmir. Good morning and hello from Izmir. Today is the 7th stage of the Cycling Tour of Turkiye and I will perform today at the finish line, but first look at this beautiful skyline. Okay, I'm now checking where I will do my performance. That depends on two things. The one thing is that where we have the best surface of the road, which is possibly here because it seems like that it's kind of even and also smooth surface. And the other thing is that the VIP area is just at this part of the street, so therefore, probably I will perform here. In every different city on the tour, I had my warm-up area in the shadow of a truck, because it was always scorching in the sun, and I must admit, I'm prone to getting sunburned really quickly. The street surface in Izmir was smooth, allowing me to ride a long way while standing on the handlebar. Since my bike lacks suspension and my tires are pumped to 200 psi, I can feel every small bump of irregularity in the street, making it challenging to ride on uneven surfaces. After taking some photos with spectators, I began my performance. I'll include the full and unedited video of this performance above and also in this video's outro, so be sure to check it out. Right after my first performance, I found myself doing a second show. I'll explain how that came about in a moment. So
So my show is over and also the race is over, but the funny thing was that right after my first show, I went back here to my backstage area, and then the organizers came and they asked me if I can do a second show today, and I was like, yeah, sure, I can do it, and we talked a little bit about other things, and then I was like, yeah, but when will be my second show today? And he was like, they will announce your name now. And I was like, what? Okay, I'm not ready. So I put my shoes on and then just did the second performance, but it went perfect. So I'm really happy with it. And now we will drive to Istanbul, or I don't know if we will drive or if we will fly. I don't know yet, but we will see. So see you in Istanbul.
The organizers chartered 2 planes to transport all the cyclists and members of the cycling tour from Izmir to Istanbul. So I also took the plane. We enjoyed a breathtaking sunset up in the clouds and headed directly to the hotel to get some rest before the last day of the Tour of Turkiye. What happened the next morning in Istanbul, I don't have video material about it, so that's why I will tell you this now, sitting here at home in Germany at my computer, where I'm at the moment editing this video you are watching. Let me know in the comments if you knew that I'm editing all the videos by myself, or if you thought that I have a team doing this for me. But now I will tell you what happened there. So the next day, we asked our driver to pick us up about 2.5 hours before my scheduled performance. According to Google Maps, it should have taken about 30 minutes to get to this location where I had my performance. So that I have 2 more hours to get ready there to practice and to just prepare for my show. But due to the race, all the roads were closed and the police officers didn't permit us to pass. So we were driving in circles and we tried different routes to get to the finish line, but nobody let us through, and so therefore we didn't make any progress to get closer to the finish line. At one moment, I also thought about if we should just get out of the car and walk to the location, but to walk it would have been about 1 hour and we only had 1 more hour left until my scheduled performance. So that moment I thought about contacting the organizers and let them know that we won't make it that day and that they have to cancel my show. But luckily, the driver didn't give up and he discussed with all the police officers until finally one let us through the closed roads, and this police officer also escorted us to get to this location. So then finally we arrived there. Upon arrival, I then planned to practice, but there are already a lot of people on the finish line. That's why I can't practice there anymore now. But I did a little practice here. The floor is similar to the one at the finish line. So yeah, but the floor is tricky because of the stones. And if my tires get into this gap between the stones, so keep your fingers crossed that everything will work out. Only a few moments later, I prepared my bike for the show and then went through my performance routine. This particular stage had the largest number of spectators lined up along the fence. And amidst the focus of mastering all the tricks, I genuinely enjoyed my performance.
So the show is over now and I'm really happy that it went well, because basically we just arrived here 15 minutes before my show because of all this traffic, and it's really tricky to ride here. It's cobblestone and you always have the danger of riding into the gap between the stones so that my tire gets stuck there, and I mean then I have no control over my bike. So therefore I'm really happy that it went well, even if I had no rehearsal today on this surface. So yeah, I'm really happy, and now we're waiting for the riders to arrive.
Congratulations to Alexei Lutsenko for winning the Cycling Tour of Turkiye. We watched the award ceremony and afterward visited the Media Pro van, where all the broadcasting was operated. That was really interesting. After that, we had the opportunity to climb the crane once again and enjoy a stunning view of the Hagia Sophia and the Sultanahmet Mosque. Our flight was scheduled for the same evening, so we headed to the airport afterwards. Since my flight case for the bike was too large for the car, we transported it separately to the airport, and everything had to go through the scanner to enter the airport building. I packed my bike into its box and then proceeded to the gate.
So I'm now at the airport and will fly back to Stuttgart soon. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. And yeah, if you don't want to miss any new video, then subscribe to my channel here. And I wish you a great day.